board, they've been coming out with some pretty impressive showings.
Yeah, I mean, first tour, I was looking into the breach, like, damn, this roster looks pretty good. Instability struck, and now they've got this new version. And you know, I'm British. I wanna root for them, but yeah, I'm struggling to see the success that you know they want to find. And I think board just looks a little bit more consistent right now. So I feel like Into the Breach, they are the underdogs in this series.
Yeah,
they've got a lot more to
yeah.
prove. Because I expect Team Board to be, and this is no like bias or anything. I just feel like they have been playing, you know, better so far in the DPC.
Well, it's a good start here for Into the Breach. They'll be able to get themselves first blood. They make the move over to the triangle of Team Bold and catch out Rajic.
Yeah, it was nice stuff. I don't know if we'd caught it when we entered the game, but it was actually Chessie who drew on the minimap. They 5-man smoked, and it was Chessie the one drawing a deep wraparound, go past the top side of Roshan, cut deep in to get to the high ground. So nice little call from Chessie there to rally the boys together. Because hasn't been mentioned much, but you know, it's they used to have Shad, was one of the more experienced players on last tour. They also had LeBron, and then they lost those players obviously halfway through the season and then after the season. And they kind of lacked that player that had the kind of the veteran experience. I think Chessie's addition will help, you know, facilitate the improvements of the team. Again, how long that takes, we don't know, but it's nice to see the team actually pick up a player that has a bit more kind of, I guess, not understanding, but just deeper competitive knowledge.
And anyway, with this particular game in mind, what did you sort of think of the drafts? We heard from the panel, they did seem to favour the safety and sort of all-roundedness of Team Bolds in comparison to the sort of all on the shoulders of Terrorblade approach here from Into the Breach. Would you agree?
No, yeah, I would agree just for the fact that this last pick, Mars, it just felt more like a comfort pick than a, haha, gotcha, this is the offlane that's going to crush the game. You know, like, you're picking Mars into Juggernaut, which traditionally, Juggernaut is a good counter to Mars. You can spin, you can obviously, you know, Omni Slash, Healing Ward. Like, you don't really care about his laning phase against Mars. And then you've got the Pangolier as well. One of the best offlane heroes to deal with for Mars, because that Rolling Thunder, you cut through the arena, you can kind of just open up the fight. So just because of the last pick, I do kind of question the value of the Mars. And that's why, yeah, I think Team Board, it's just so much nicer, right? You have spells, you go fight. Like, it's not really that complicated. But Into the Breach, they have to rely on like clutch SD shit saves to keep TB alive. TB to have like Satanic, Skadi, Manta to, you know, to kite out. There's so many things that have to go right. So yeah, it's much nicer for Team Board for sure.
And does that sort of go all the way down to the lanes as well? Like, looking at some of these setups, do you kind of favour Team Bold's laning stage here?
Man, all these questions, it feels like I'm just going to be like flaming Into the Breach every time I answer. Oh, but no, again, you know, I love the guys. I'll try and be civil here, but yeah, to put it nicely, their draft doesn't really excel in crushing lanes or, you know, playing quickly. It's a more stable, slower entry, right? Like the Ogre, he is a beefy boy to secure the TB, the farm. The SD, Disruption, secure the Mars, the farm. Invoker naturally will go even in every matchup. So like for Into the Breach, their lane shouldn't be finding kills. Their lane shouldn't be, you know, crushing and getting ahead. It's just about stable farm and slow entry. And you see that from the CS right now, right? They are top 3 CS. Nothing crazy is happening. It is just going to be a slow and steady kind of rise up until that 15-20 minute mark where they start hitting some earlier items and they start looking to make some of these, you know, more team-based plays.
Oh, bottom lane. Trying to take down Chessie Gorg. One more hit will do it. Chessie with the jukes. Oh, okay, needed a couple. A little bit of HP regen getting Chessie up enough that Gorg didn't get the damage in time. And over in the trees, Tanner, he's able to find and finish off Pablo.
Did he not have Quelling Blade? I swear Gorg had Quelling Blade.
I think he did.
That one tree.
Yeah, he was just trying to chase around the tree instead.
Fair play, but he would have got the kill if he ate the tree.
He would have.
Small things, though.
He would have. It's early morning, first game of the day. Yeah. You know, Gorg's just woken up. You know, he's getting into the groove.
He just did it now. You saw him like he just scratched his head. He was like, "Oh, sorry, lads, forgot the old Quelling Blade. My bad."
He was just.
He clearly talks like some British war veteran for sure.
He was giving a bit of mercy to Chessie. You know, he didn't want to go too hard on him at the start. We'll see him ramp things up as the game goes on.
Yeah, you'd hope so. You want it to be competitive.
Yeah, because CS-wise, as you said, yeah, the 3 cores of Into the Breach definitely having the slightly better time across the board. Little casual 1K lead so far, just 4 minutes in.
Yeah, this is nothing too surprising happening right now, but it's more Team Bald. They're the lineup that will be able to make these kind of much quicker plays. Right? You know, like Pangolin hitting 6. He pairs with a DP who's also hit 6. I don't think there's many lineups that can deal with the Rolling Thunder and an Exorcism paired with one other support. So really looking for Team Bald to make these earlier collapses with those, you know, the level 6 advantage. And the panel was mentioning the quirky builds. Tanner with his SD going for the old Blightstone start. I was really hoping for it to be, well, you don't often see, you know, a Blightstone. Of course, he's just trying to, you know, proc and prod and maybe enable the rebuke a little bit, but let's see if Tanner goes for anything too crazy on his SD this game. Like a British Yapsaw.
Ah, he's trying, yeah, Tanner. Going for the innovation.
Nice roleplay.
We'll see if he goes for the Diffusal Scardy next thing you know.
I mean, SD's got a nice right-click animation.
Ah, there you go. Top lane. I mean, Fake Gamer continues to have a very good time. Even nearly getting Radix there. Radix is able to get away. Meanwhile, down on the bottom lane, Team Bolt, they will get the kill on Tanner. Pablo and Gorg managed to take him down.
Yeah, Tanner just overstepped his mark. He obviously didn't have disruption up, walked forward, got lifted into a spin. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. You can see from the Siesta, this is a great start for the Terrorblade. The fact
yeah, he's
that
loving it up there.
You know, yeah, too punished. And this is a product of the fact that it is a double melee setup. Normally when you have, let's say, like a Pangolin style offlane, if you pair it with a ranged support who can keep poking, it gives Pangolin opportunities to jump in and, you know, punish a low HP Terrorblade. But Monkey King, not really a damage dealer, so yeah, that's why we are seeing the Terrorblade excel a little bit in that top lane. And the question here is, how does the Terrorblade transition from a one lane into then putting pressure on the map? Some Terrorblade players will use that first meta to TP aggressively, to get a catapult wave in bot lane and take that tower, opening up the entire map. But again, it's food for 4. Great start for Terrorblade.
See bottom lane, getting some big stacks up on Pablo.
Yeah, the 10 stick.
He should be fine. Meanwhile, at the same time, Team Bot, they're getting aggressive in on the mid, and they're going to get away with the kill. They dive in, chase down at Xantic. Bottom lane, Gorg trying to chase down Tanner. One more hit should do it. He's closing the gap. Oh, no. Okay, turns over towards Chessie instead because they've got the telekinesis and Blade Fury back up. So Gorg turns his attention towards the bigger target. Defensive disruption comes in, but it's not going to save Chessie as the Fade Bolt from Pablo's there, takes him out, and mid lane not only getting the kill on Xantic, but also taking the tower here with this Exorcism 7 minutes in.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I mentioned, right? That level 6 advantage. Invoker is a hero that really needs help at defending the tower early on. You kind of want to play a more static game, push out lane, farm small camp, but when you have a hero that can really hit that tower early, be a puck, also getting the, oh, Pablo, you cheeky devil.
He got him.
He wrapped around in the old fog going for the second kill. Wait, Xantic with a cleanup?
He should have this, right? Pablo can't run. Cog snaps in play. Xantic's able to come back down onto the bottom lane, at least get a bit of revenge here for Into the Breach.
Again, also, you know, Pablo, I don't know if this was advertised too much, but, you know, last week, not on stream, but off stream, he spilled a fizzy beverage, not naming the product, of course, into his keyboard. So in the last week of playing Dota, he's had to be playing on a new keyboard. He rushed out very quickly to grab a new keyboard the night before the Alliance game. Yeah, this is commendable stuff that on, you know, new hardware he's been able to play, you know, at such a high DPC level. Props to Pablo. Look at that. You can't see the keyboard, but you know there's a fresh, beautiful thing down there.
Maybe he's not playing with one. You know, he's done all mouse. 2 mice, you know. It's a new strap.
Dude, the little razor things with the 12 buttons, 24 buttons left and right.
You get those keyboards, can't you? They're also mice as well. You know, there's a lot of funky
remove the
gear
keyboard of that. Yeah. But he's the type of gamer to be able to do that. He is a top lad. But no, yeah, Pablo, really showing that he can do anything. To be fair though, I really rate Pablo as a player. You know, I've played a couple of pubs with him, you know, ranked and whatnot. And you can feel like as a pos 4, he's a type of 4 that will always scale into the game. And you always feel like he's going to have that kind of killer instinct.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some 4s, they play with the mindset of like enable the mid, secure the off lane, and they often kind of fall off a little bit. But no, he really does play, not selfishly, but he plays for a clear understanding of what he needs to do. And
look at this.
It's really nice stuff.
Things are really starting to speed up already here from Team Bold. Now we're 9 minutes in. They won't get Chessie, but they've moved down to this bottom lane. They've got an Arcane Rune with this next Exorcism from Excalibur. So the second tier one's going to get heavily pressured, or almost certainly go down. Like, things are speeding up. They're speeding up big time here from Radiant.
Yeah, if you're into the breach right now, you need to get that level 6 on the Mars. You need the level 6 on the DP to then try and punish, on the SD, sorry, to try and punish this Death Prophet. Wherever this DP goes, pretty much unkillable. I'm not seeing the damage come out to get her, you know, and about to complete bots. Yeah, this is, every tower is going to fall. You see a 2.4k, you know, mid and bot tower basically falling just from the DP alone. So yeah, if you're team board, you're going to feel this in the game, right? Like when you start taking these earlier towers and there's like minimal contest, it gives you that confidence to make the additional plays. And the fact that was an Arcane Rune ultimate, we're going to see the DP, you know, active in, 50 seconds. So it's going to be in 50 seconds, a haste rune and another exorcism, most likely taking top tier 1, which then will open up to maybe a 15-minute Roshan if you really wanted to be, cheeky with a pick off into Rosh. Like, this is it's snowballing nicely for team board. And this is what I meant about the Terrorblade, right? Like, he had a free lane, but he was never able to convert the free lane into any forward pressure. And I can accept that it's scary into Pangolier when he's 6 and maybe Juggernaut, but the way in which he's progressed from 50 CS 20 denies into jungle ancients, we have to see that convert into really quick, like BKB or a, Dragon or something, to then take fights. Nice free pick off.
Yeah, Pablo tries his best to play his way out with the stolen spear, but against the 3, not much to be done.
And yeah, and your team board now, Arena's on cooldown for 70 seconds, SD on cooldown for 40 seconds. Look at old DP. Exo's available, haste rune like I mentioned. Potentially this could be another forward play, but that's me getting a bit excited of the usage of spells. I think realistically, are they taking top for free? Yeah, they've already taken top for free. So if anything, Excalibur, he just needs to hit some creeps. He doesn't have to rush or do anything.
This is very quick timing to take all these out towers. We're going to see Into the Breach start to put the pressure on bottom. Of course, they themselves don't have the quickest of tower sieging capabilities. Their heroes over mid actually have a smoke come out from Team Bold.
Fake Gamer showed at like, 1/3 HP. All right, very nice. Yeah, he does go back to base. Whew, that was the 50-50. If he'd gone back to that, he'd have died.
Oh, Tanner, he tries to TP out, but they've got vision on him from the triangle. As Tanner, he'll be left behind by the rest of Into the Breach. The team deciding not to try and fight into Team Bold from the low ground.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I feel like Team Bold's going to slowly be building a net worth lead now, because you think about the moves just made. Team Bold, 2 heroes take top tower.
There's another Arcane Rune here for Excalibur's next Exorcism.
Mate, he's had the best runes.
He's had some good runes there, yeah.
The haste wasn't really used, to be fair, but another Arcane pre-12, that's some good odds. Where's the illusion runes? Oh god, the illusion rune actually. It's so bad, but then also so situationally good.
Yeah, it can be very nice for that little dispel. Always great if you're playing those agi carries. You want to get an extra bit of farm, shove a lane or 2 out.
Some guy sent me a clip where he was playing Io, and like his illusion popped in his bottle the same second his relocate expired.
Oh, was he dodged it?
Got cancelled. Yeah.
But I can imagine that. Yeah. Anyway, top lane, Chessie.
Io player.
Has to lay down the arena there. Gets a little bit spooked as Excalibur comes chasing with the threat of the ghost. Rest of Into the Breach is swinging through the jungle, but they're not going to catch anyone.
Into the Breach, for the last 2 minutes now, they've held each other's hands as 4. They went into bot tower, took that, but instantly retreated.
They might get Ike's in here.
They have to get something. They've spent way too long together.
I mean, TPs are coming in. Ikeson He will die as he comes out of the disruption. But into the breach, they've got to very quickly get their way out of this one. J4 will go for the TP. There's nothing to stop it in time. So into the breach will be able to get away with getting the kill and getting out of there.
Yeah, they had to get a kill there. The fact that they had moved again as a four-man unit into why Monkey King as a support is very powerful, because you're always on the fringe of the trees, breaking these smokes and able to spring out. He breaks the smoke, but then of course does get caught. But yeah, if Into the Breach found no kill there, it would have felt so bad. And another smoke. They're so not desperate, but they need to get a real winner team fight. They need to get 2 or 3 kills and get their Terrorblade in to start hitting some towers, because the way the map is right now, only Terrorblades, reaping the rewards.
I'm gonna get the jump on Excalibur. Excalibur in quite a bit of trouble. Is there any way they could save him? The Spirit Vessel's ticking him down low. He will die. They take out the Death Prophet. See if Into the Breach can get anything more. Tornado will clip onto Radix, but Chessie a little too low to try and get in and follow up on it. But they get a big kill. They take out the Death Prophet.
Actually did get the D-ward though, so Radiant do have the vision advantage. But yeah, nice from Into the Breach there. The item timings, the quick rush of the Blink on Mars, of course. The Vessel on the Invoker. It's looking good. They have a way to kill this Death Prophet that previously we said was unkillable. But they now progress to the point where they are able to punish her if she oversteps her mark. One component away from BKB though. DP will be shrugging off this minuscule power spike.
Yes.
In,
yeah. Once
probably 4 or 5 minutes. But still, it gives a window for Into the Breach to make some plays, to take that great fight. And
let's see what they can do there. I mean, for Gorg, his Battle Fury, it's going to be done. So we're going to see his farm start to really catch up to the Terrorblade if he continues to get the space that he's getting. There's a smoke from Into the Breach. See where they head. They've got their eyes towards the top lane, and Gorg is pretty deep up here right now. See if he hangs around.
Ooh, he is. And he's under vision as well.
So if they get the jump, they do. Chessie's in. And there's the setup. There's not a lot that Gorg can do here with the Blade Fury on cooldown. He gets blown up. They catch him out.
Okay, and to be fair, in DPC games, Gorg has been pretty disciplined with how he farms. Often, that spin there for the wave, he'd often TP out, but this time being a little bit greedier, trying to go for that extra little bit of something. 4-second cooldown on spin, but yeah, Into the Breach, very quick to punish the little bit of greed there.
See Ixon. He's ready to start fighting up towards the tier 2s. Chessie's in, turns with the spear. Big roll from Radix. Comes in from a fantastic angle where he's able to lay down the Rolling Thunder onto both of Tanner and Chessie. They take out the 2 of them. Goes through as well from Excalibur into the breach, trying to focus down the Death Prophet. They're able to do so. They kill out Excalibur through the Exorcism. Still just a little too soon before that BKB. That fight comes out. Excalibur is about 300 gold away from having the BKB. They go for the fight. Without it, as we're seeing once again, they easily kill it.
Yeah, and that's the type of fight where they've not seen the Terrorblade for pretty much 12 minutes of the game, only saw his illusions. And that's why they were like, okay, we can keep fighting, he's not joining. But they take a fight in the middle of the map, an area which is quite easy to connect. Terrorblade just, pokes his head out of the jungle, pops the matter, quickly utilizes the Invoker Cold Snap Vessel, kills off the DP and back into the farm game. So yeah, Team Bull overplaying the hand a little bit. Gorg dying top, Excalibur dying middle. But yeah, they're gonna reset a little bit, get the BKB on Death Prophet, allow Gorg to get to at least one active item, be it Sanjin Yasha or a Manta.
See top lane, Chessie. He's gonna get gone on a little bit, but he's got a lot of backup. You see Ixon set up with the Wukong's command from the tree line, but Into the Breach will step out of it. Straight away, Adzantic going for Radix. He's going to be EMP'd himself as he tries to step back. Will get caught by it. That's the mana gone. Chessie's in with a 3-man arena. Doesn't look like Into the Breach have any further follow-up, though, with Adzantic completely out of mana. So Team Bold, they'll be able to walk off that arena.
Both teams just kind of poking at each other. Radix still with the Rolling Thunder. That's preventing Into the Breach to really committing in that engagement. Also, if you look at the top bar, Invoker didn't really have mana. And also Terrorblade, he was on the other side of the map farming up without Metamorphosis. So Nice discipline there from Into the Breach to not get baited into what looked like a very good arena. Then you're in the farm game. Invoker pick up the Midas. Might be slower than average, but still. It's going to allow him to scale up into the game.
Yeah, they get back in there. They find Pablo. A little low hanging around the creep wave, so able to get something out of it at the end of it all. But back on Team Bold's half of the map, Gorg's getting the space. He's not looking to get himself too involved right now until at least he has his next item.
Yeah, we're going to have to look at how Team Bald enables the fight right now, because just carry for carry matchup, you know, Terrorblade is going to have in the next, 5 minutes, Manta, Skadi, Dragonlance. Compare that to Juggernaut, maybe just Battle Fury, Manta.
Oh, Ixon. Ah, okay. He's very dead there. Tries to dodge the setup. But went for the TP, immediately gets cancelled by the disruption.
I mean, Monkey King is such a nice hero for annoying your opponent. Like, he dies there, but, like, he's taking a couple heroes with him. You know, he's annoying. Not to the grave, but at least wasting their time, let's say.
Oh, are they going to go for a Roche here with the Ghost? They're thinking about it.
They're going to try.
Yeah, they're going to go for this. And there's no vision round here from into the breach. I mean, do you think there's going to be any expectation this is happening?
Terrorblade just scanned defensively for his own triangle, and because he was thought of a smoke. So they are thinking a smoke's online and being used. They just misread where it is.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, but they are scouting out now. But it's too late.
It is. Team Bold, they're going to be able to get away with this one. Gorg grabs the Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's going to help out. What are we looking at item-wise? Anything crazy happened here? No. Okay. You know, Pangolier with the Blink Dagger, of course, that's already good. Excalibur BKB. They've got a lot of their cheap items. And, okay. Terrorblade.
It puts the meta
as well.
All right, I guess they want to push.
A little bit convenient.
Tower's about to go down.
They have to.
Gorg's going to be able to deny it, so that'll be taken away from them.
That's a little bit of a slap in the face, honestly. They're metering backwards again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No, nothing else is going to be able to be found with that momentary buff. As they'll split up across the map, Team Bold. Of course, not going to look to dive head in whilst the Metamorphosis is up.
All right, this is actually a serious question. Has Terrorblade crossed the river this entire game? Can I get that heat map technology at some point?
No, I don't think so, right? No, Fate Gamer's not been over there, no.
I think Fate Gamer has been truly dire on his positioning.
Oh, he's played a bit in the bottom jungle. Okay.
Does this use illusions though, or is that okay? I assume it's only hero. In that case, he's dabbled. He's dabbled menacingly towards some, radiant jungle. Okay. I was worried that was going to be a stark 50-50,
Yeah, I mean that may have just been sort of one sort of rotation down in the radiant jungle. It was pretty light on the map.
Again, like the thing is with this gameplay that he's having here, it is securing his farm. Like
he's going to get the Skadi at a good time. Yeah,
he's going to have a really nice timing for his Skadi. Would you just need to see it convert into that one, gotcha fight. When he picks up that Skadi, it's the smoke, it's that decisiveness. When Aegis expires, they should be looking to crush that team fight, bait out the Rolling Thunder, kite out the left proper of the SD. So I am excited for how Into the Breach will be able to play into the post-Aegis fight. It's just they need to get to that position where they can, in unison, make that fight. And that's why Team Board, they're seeing through that and just, barreling down lanes with a little mini Terrorblade on the side of Pablo.
There we go, here's the high ground push for Team Bold. 22 minutes in, smashing into the tier 3 tower, over to the side, Boundless into the two-man silence. They're trying to keep Into the Breach held back from being able to make the jump that they want to. Excalibur getting a little low, Sunstrike, not going to connect. Excalibur's fine, keeping it cool and holding off on using the BKB. TPs were now coming down bottom. Can that Fate Gamer go for the TP in the trees? Is Rajix able to catch him in time? Not quite. Good intention there from Rajix to make a line for the trees, but Fate Gamer was too quick with the TP, and he'll get out of there safely.
Very important TP out. Like, the play style of Into the Breach right now, it does feel very much like bide time, keep poking and prodding, and then when Terrorblade is truly confident, then they'll make the play. But a death there, it crumbles that plan. Like, this is the player style that survives based on your carry never dying. That one death, that one, you know, Arteezy style of farming, you know, I'll go a little bit further, get that extra little bit of GP, and bam, it can really crumble. But okay, again, I'm in anticipation, Owen. You know, I'm just waiting to see
this sort of fight. Yeah, where Terrorblade turns up with the lads, and it's sort of like a 5-on-5. See what he can do.
I'm building this story, and I'm waiting.
But what's your sort of concern? You feel like very much this Terrorblade, even though Fake Gamer is very farmed, he's top of the net worth, that he's still susceptible to what, just being controlled by Team Bold in a team fight? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. My fear is, if you look at Pangolier, he's got the blink, he's got the shard, and for him, all he has to do in the team fight is, as long as SD's to the side, roll on top of the Terrorblade, use that shard to turn back around, stun him again. You lay it with a silence or a lift with an Omni Slash, you should be able to kill him off. So my fear is just into the breach. They have to take their first true team fight as an entry where they have the positioning to keep him alive, to maybe turn it around with disruption, or initiate cleanly where you're able to blow up the hero first. So it's more into the breach to make sure they dictate that first fight, because even though he's farmed, they can struggle. And like Productions, you know, hinting at, you know, nudge, nudge, farm-wise, Gorg, he was 4-5k behind, but now look at him. He's only like 2k behind now. He's slowly creeping back up.
He's catching up.
Basher, going for the shard build, so he's going to use the spin, hoping for some, you know, bashes whilst doing that. Like, this is getting a very even game now.
See top, into the breach. They're looking for a bit of a fight. Radjix is coming in. He's got the control to start things off on top of Xantic. Chesty will jump in with the BKB Arena. He's caught Pablo. Defensive disruption comes out to keep Xantic alive. Over to the side, the silence is the Omni Slash. Terrorplade's just straight up dead. As Team Bold, they're able to isolate him in the fight. And the chase will continue. Team Bold, they're not done. They'll clean up 2 more here. 3 dead. On into the breach. Chessie, he'll finally find Ixon on the back lines of it all and is able to TP out there, but they're losing 3 of their heroes. And I think exactly what you were drawing towards there, the problem with this Terrorblade, right? We saw Fake Gamer, he didn't get to have any sort of impact in that fight. They just handle him completely.
Yeah, I was so worried because like the way that I've been like presenting this, it was like, if it happens, it feels so bad for Into the Breach, but if it doesn't, then it's like, okay, the entry to the game's here, and he just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And Team Ball did fantastically. Let's not, you know, beat around the bush.
Yeah,
here.
they crushed it. You know, they completely made sure that this Terrorblade had no part in the fight.
Yeah, isolated him, just made sure that even when he had the Manta to spell the illusion, there was no one for him to get the thunder off.
They got him.
Okay. All right, Gorg, mate, that's not your base.
Wait, am I stupid?
I think we all are at some point.
How did I see 2 Sunstrikes there? What, am I stupid, T? What did I see? Did Rubik have a Sunstrike or what? Did the spell? No, Rubik had one. Okay, that confused the hell out of me. I was like, okay, oh, he missed the Sunstrike, and then the second one hit. I was like, what? I was like, how can they get all these Sunstrikes everywhere? Pablo, he's able to TP away. He's going to make it out. Looks like Radjix is going to escape. It's too early for me. Yeah, I was like,
oh mate, it's early.
I was like, oh damn, Gorg dodged the Sunstrike, but the first one he dodged was his own teammates. And then I was like, oh hang on, there's another Sunstrike. He got 2 chances at Xantic. He hit the second one, but of course no, Xantic.
Pablo's fault,
this was the one that counted.
Because Gorg was like, oh, I've dodged the Sunstrike.
Maybe Gorg was also thinking that. He was like, suddenly you see the Sunstrike, you're like, oh, I better dodge that. And then there's like, oh well, this second one's coming in. You're like, wait, hang on.
We're gonna watch the Gorg comms video, and he's like, "Oh, his emotion's got refresher."
But that's what I was like. Hang on, why is there 2 Sunstrikes? Why is there 2 Sunstrikes trying to go for Gorg?
I clicked on Rubik, and I was like, "I won't tell him yet. I'll let him sit around for a couple seconds."
It was just, you know, it's just the way that they were both aiming for the jug. It's like, hang on.
Yeah, if Rubik still spells, it converts it to healing rather than damage. So if you hit it on your ally, you know, it's just another one of those, you know, spring cleaning bugs. What can I say? If you believe me, then.
Oh, hang on, what's going on here? We've got the Ghost coming out. Hey, I mean, they're trying to go for Fake Gamer here, chasing back the Terrorblade. Excalibur. Oh, Sunstrike's gonna hurt.
He's dead.
Oh, he's got the BKB.
No, he's not.
We'll be able to take the Spirit Vessel off him and mean that he can walk to safety.
Super baited there. Another Sunstrike again.
I've got to watch out for these. Yeah, Pablo's throwing them out. He's having fun with his Sunstrikes.
If this was Yapsor, he'd be just doing it on range creeps from the other side of the map, just getting an extra little bit of GPM.
That's true,
But Pablo, he's only looking for the heroes.
He's looking for the
350
kills.
pure.
Nice, good damage.
That's pretty clean damage again. This was one of the nice changes to the Spring Cleaner. I like the fact that, you know, the damage is now indicated by the color. That's pretty nice. So if you look at Sunstrike there, the fact that it's golden does show it's pure. Helps a little bit. And if you press Alt, thanks production, it shows you the real damage.
The real damage, yeah.
Ooh.
That is nice.
All the amps and whatnot. It's 427 with the old Rubik. Thanks production. Whose Sunstrike was that? That's the real question.
Yeah, that was Pablo.
That was Pablo's.
He is checking it out.
Nice, yeah.
Roche is up.
All right, come on, Atlantic. Be as good as Pablo now. Sunstrike the Roshan. Scout it out.
How's Fake Gamer doing on his next time? BKB is nearly there. He's gonna have the BKB done for the next fight. So there we go. BKB's out.
Like, the difficult thing as well with Terrorblade is you need to be able to get Sunder off, right? Against these type of heroes, you need to be able to stand your ground, get put low, Sunder, reset the fight. But with Pangolin with Rolling Thunder, you can't do it. Juggernaut spinning, you can't do it. And Death Prophet with BKB, again. So all the heroes that want to jump and collapse onto the Terrorblade are able to mitigate that Sunder. So if Terrorblade doesn't get off a BKB, doesn't have a BKB available, you probably will get 100 to 0.
Oh, here we go. Okay, immediately BKB and Metamorphosis from Fake Gamer. Let's see what Team Bold want to do about this. Probably the best interest just to step back, at least wait out the BKB and ideally wait for the Metamorphosis to go down as well. They did use the Ghost themselves though. Excalibur's got the ult going out.
But they still have Rolling Thunder. So if they find that initiation without BKB now.
Ixon. And he's going to be spotted here up on the trees. He'll die. So both teams will keep the distance a bit. Into the breach, waiting for the exorcism to end, and Team Bold waiting for the Metamorphosis to finish.
Yeah, and these cooldowns are identical. So we are going to be seeing both come up at, I think, exactly the same time, actually. I think they perfectly used them. Yeah, I'm clicking between both heroes.
I think they did right, yeah.
Yeah, DP and Terrorblade, Meta and Exo, both 150-second cooldown, used at identical points in the fight. So there isn't going to be a window where one team has the big spell, one team doesn't. It will just be a clean reset. But you can see there from Team Bold, that's the type of fight they're going to be looking for. It's that poke, force Terrorblade to defensively BKB, quick disengage, and then look for that post fight. And hopefully Excalibur at that point has still got the Exo available, or at least it's running long enough to overlap. But now they're just going straight for Roshan.
Let's see what into the breach try for Chessie. Could look for a jump. Roche is pretty low. Chessie can time it right. Already on the side, Ixon trying to take their attention away from the Roshan pit. Radix is going to roll in, but Chessie pops the BKB, turns towards Pablo, but Pablo is already out of the arena. Ixon's going to lay down the Wukong's command into the pit. Fake Gamer's going to step. But the Omni Slash is coming out. Put the BKB, but the Bash is there. Is able to stun his illusion, get himself back up to full HP. Gorg has been demonic purged. He'll drop the healing ward. Radix trying to jump in to keep Gorg safe, but Gorg will die. Double kill for Xantic. Team Bold, they're starting to hurt here in this team fight. As into the breach, they've taken two. Excalibur's trying to charge in and chase down the Terrorblade. They're looking towards Fake Gamer. They got enough burst. It's close. Not quite. Fake Gamer's able to live. He's away. 3 dead on Team Bold. Make that 4. Xantic picks up the triple kill. Into the breach will be able to take the fight just as they needed to do, and are able to get in the pit and will be able to finish off this Roche themselves. Unless Radix can do something crazy, but Chessie, he's got control of this. Make sure that Radix won't be able to interrupt.
The Cloak of Flame cancelling the blink.
Now Chessie's going for this kill. He's going pretty deep. I mean, he just chased Radix all the way up to the tier 2 tower. He's going to die to the tower. I mean, I guess space, but it felt a little unnecessary, the aggression that Chessie was just chasing down Radix there up to the tier 2. I mean, I felt like he's already done his job. He made the space for Roche. He needed to hold back, but he just went for it.
You can, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, Chessie, it's all good. He's probably telling his team, whoops, my bad, but I commend the aggression. We haven't really seen much from Into the Breach, but we get to see this. The start of that fight, Pablo self-lifting with the Shard of Rubik. So when he gets speared, he gets pushed out of the arena. Nice little small play there.
Look at this thunder.
This is the key thing here. It's the Sunder. I believe Gorg actually basically killed himself there because he manted to enable the Sunder. Their prophet was BKB'd. Was that who he sundered? Yeah, I'm sorry, he sundered the illusion, right?
Was it Gorg's or was it his own illusion?
No, I believe Terrorblade sundered the Juggernaut illusion.
I think you're right, actually, because he was already low when he popped it. So yeah, it must have been one of
exactly.
Gorg's, yeah.
So yeah, I using that wavelength, then potentially Terrorblade could have died, but either way, Terrorblade getting the opportunity to finally sunder against all these BKB heroes. Oh god, J4, you greedy little ogre.
Got his
the
mind.
34. Oh.
Let's go. Time to get those multicast Midases. Let's see how...
I hope he's going Hex. I really do. But I think the takeaway from that previous fight is Into the Breach rely on the clutch sunders and turnarounds to win a fight. They can't rely on a cleaner engagement.
He's going to get jumped. They've got the Cataclysm, so anytime they get a lockdown, they'll kill anybody. They didn't even need it there. He died before. Oh, was that
was the Rubik with the refresher shard and a refresher.
Oh my, I've got to keep track of these Sunstrikes and Cataclysms.
No, it was a Cataclysm from Invoker, I promise.
Oh, yeah. You just said it was from Rubik.
I was just testing you.
All right, yeah. But you're right, we've got to watch out. There's going to be Cataclysms coming from both sides.
Mate, there's so many.
Alright, this mid-Rax is gone. Kill out the creeps. Backdoor protection's back up, and they're actually not able to finish it. They aren't able to initially finish this. Jesse's going to commit with the BKB in the arena. Excalibur's just running at the back lines, taking out the supports. The ult's there from Gorg. He's killed off Chessie. They've taken the Aegis out of the hands of the Terrorblade. Zanti goes for the BKB TP out. He'll make it out of there. Fake Gamer, they got any bashes? Where's the bash? Where's the bash? There's no bash. So Fake Gamer will make it out of there. But that still, there's 3 dead on Into the Breach. And Backdoor Protected kicked in time. Team Bold don't actually lose any of the racks in the mid. They keep them all up.
Yeah. We got a little bit bait. It honestly felt like one more hit comes through, takes it. But yeah,
it was one more hit, I think. It was that close to going down the melee racks, but it doesn't.
And a really weird tip from Azantic as well, tipping Gorg for not bashing. I don't know how much psychological damage that's going to do, but fair play. Got to do what you got to do in the tip department. Yeah, Into the Breach, they have to be careful, even though they are slowly winning some more engagements. These type of skirmishing chase down where Board are able to, get Juggernaut on top of you, prevent the Sunder being, as effective as before. They can still lose these fights, and they just have to be super careful. This game is 6k lead for Into the Breach, but it feels very, in the balance.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if the Terrorblade ever dies in the team fights, it's just sort of game over for that team fight. We're seeing on Net Worth how big Fake Gamer is. If he gets wiped out at the start, then the team fight just falls apart completely. And Into the Breach's 4 remaining heroes won't have much of a chance. So they've got to protect Fake Gamer at all costs. Make sure this Terrorblade can pop off.
Oh, J4, you bought a Midas, but you're going Aether Lens. No! I thought he was going to buy the Midas and instantly quick buy some, some juicy item. Really show off the prowess of the Golden Glove, but... Alright, he's just going for the normal items well, but fair play. This is such a, even though there's, 36 kills, 37 minutes, 1 per minute, it's still quite a slow game, so I can respect the fact that you can pick up a greedier item rather than just going for a 4-star or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it pays off, because this is the type of itemization that you expect the game to last another 20 minutes, and then everyone has 4 or 5 items on your team. Everyone's contributing to the fight with some type of kill threat.
Oh, here we go. We've got Ags on Gorg done now, so more slashes to come out with the Swift. See what Into the Breach.
You can see from Into the Breach, their positioning now though. It's, look at the mid-map. The illusions in every lane. You posture aggressively underneath a ward. Top lane eventually will get pushed out, and that's where Team Ball will feel, closed off into their map. They need to get, they need to break down these illusions, get themselves smoked out and into an engagement. But like we already mentioned, the Terrorblade with 8,000 more gold than the Juggernaut. That disparity in carry v carry, it does put a little bit of fear in you, and team will need to make sure that they can get in, bait the meta, reset, and you know, the Ags pick up from Gorg. This will help, you know, with a little bit of mobility, poking and prodding, and maybe be able to bait out that metamorphosis. Because so far, Fake Gamer, he has been very quick to press it. Like if he sees a fight, it's BKB meta go. Like we haven't really seen him be a little bit, you know, more, I guess, careful with it. He is very hungry for the big engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
saw
under
it.
attack.
In the mid, Zantic, he's had to head back, deal with this top lane. We're getting smoke up from Into the Breach. As soon as they see it, Zantic returns to defend top. Sorry, from Team Bold. As they'll try and attack Into the Breach while they've only got the 4 of them on the Team Bold's half of the map. BKB in the Metamorphosis comes out from Fake Gamer. Gorg over straight away, and there's the first slash into the second one. He'll keep going. Fake Gamer, he's getting low, he's been taken out. They've deleted the Terrorblade. They're ready to move on towards Chessie. Chessie will go down. There'll be buybacks coming out from both of them, 3 of them, in fact, on Into the Breach, as they'll try and get themselves back over towards this outpost. But Fake Gamer, he's got to be ever so careful here. He's got to be ever so careful. Over to the side. They'll turn towards Excalibur. Excalibur has been caught by the spear. It's not enough damage to kill him, though. Excalibur will live. Telekinesis, they've grabbed Fake Gamer. He's got the Sunder, gets himself back up to pretty much full HP. But without the Metamorphosis, there's not a whole lot this Terrorblade can do. He has to run. Gorg's trying to chase down with the Blade Fury. Ice Wall will be laid down. Gorg, he's been caught. The spear's there. Chessie gets back in, lands the combo. Now Into the Breach can maybe think about poking back in onto Team Bold. See if there's anything more they can catch. It doesn't look like it. I mean, if Team Bold can settle, they'll be happy. That last fight, they only used a buyback on Ixon. Meanwhile, Into the Breach using 3 buybacks, the 2 big ones being Fake Gamer and Chessie. 2 core buybacks in that fight. So quite a swing in the net worth. Brings it pretty much back down to an even standing.
Yeah, and you mentioned at the start, right? It's the fact that Invoker TPing top lane to push out that lane.
Yeah, they went immediately.
We see the replay here. Nice. So yeah, if you look at the minimap, Invoker's top. Gorg already spinning on top with the shard, getting the right clicks off. Quick swift slash to clear out the illusions. Then it's the Omni slash with a perfect lift from Pablo to prevent the Sunder. I mean, that's what Into the Breach has to be so careful about. You know, like even though the Terrorblade has this advantage, he has to be able to stand his ground and fight. And with heroes like DP Juggernaut, they're so good at getting on top of him and just doing this like non-committal damage, right? In the form of BKB Exo or an Omni Slash. And Terrorblade hates that type of damage. So yeah, I think right now, just not the best positioning of fight for Into the Breach, and Team Bold instantly capitalize on it, and together in unison, isolate the Terrorblade again and quickly killing him off. And then it was an instant buyback, right? And that's what baited Gorg into that great extension, was Terrorblade buybacking without meta, TPing into the outpost. If Gorg was able to get on top of him, maybe kill him off, that would have probably just been GG, right?
Oh, yeah. That was a scary
dead
buyback.
For 120.
Yeah.
It was very scary. So
big risk was taken there by Fake Gamer, but it pays off in the sense he doesn't die. It's still a bit of a slow down to his progression.
So no, this is a game where it feels like if Into the Breach smoke and get that jump, they're going to be able to burst that hero. Of course, it's difficult with, you know, the Aeon disc on Radix now. You've got, you know, helpful little tools with the Shard of Rubik. Like that jump isn't so clean. There's saves on board. But if they don't make that jump and they wait for the aggression to come, it just feels like it's so much easier for Bold to take these fights. Like they just throw spells and like Terrorblade just accidentally dies within the midst of it, right? Like he's dying to Omni Slashes. There's not things for it to bounce to. So yeah, it is actually really difficult for Into the Breach to take these big team fights now. And I think Team Bold, they're going to be pretty confident and not too worried that this game's falling away. Like they click in his items. I don't think they're like, wow, guys, he's a big boy. We got to be worried. Like they're pretty chill. I guess the only turning point left now is the Satanic on Terrorblade to help deal with. He gets Omni Slashed rather than looking for a Sunder. He can just, you know, pop Satanic and A-click, survive for it that way. And I think that's going to be the next window for Into the Breach to take a fight with confidence. And I think he's pretty close to it. Maybe just... Actually, he just completed it. So yeah. Nice. A nice timing for Into the Breach again to potentially play on and look for another fight.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how much they're able to make with this timing without the buybacks. Got the level on Gorg as well if he wants to hold on to that. Would be very nice for speeding up the base push. They can you know, get it any sort of team fight where these cores are down and no second life on them. They're going to have a lot of time and space to push.
And buyback-wise, you've got DP and Jug have buyback available. Other than that, it's everyone else is on cooldown, be it through financial or the fact it's on cooldown. So this is a pretty critical portion of the game where Team Bald, they can offer up their Jug or their DP in such a way that they maybe get a couple kills, trade, then buy back themselves with advantage. It just depends if Team Bald want to take that type of play, because it can be risky fighting into trying to fight using your buybacks, and then you lose that fight somehow and you buy back, and now it's the game's even again. And that's why I think both teams are being disciplined, just hugging their high ground, waiting for a very clear opportunity.
We'll see who has who's going to be brave enough here to make the first move. That's Roshan, 30 seconds. And then we'll definitely see the focus step up around this area.
So Monkey King, Ixon just drew a very clear line on the minimap. You want potentially a smoke through mid, wrap deep behind the Dire top jungle to then cut them off from behind. Or it's just him drawing on the map and saying, they're there. I like to try and anticipate smokes from minimap drawing, Owen. I think, that's the same line's drawn. It's happened again.
Go.
Do they ever smoke though? I'm looking. Okay, they have 3 smokes on the old Monkey King.
Yeah.
They're hungry for it.
And they got refresher on Excalibur now.
Yeah. That's really important.
I mean, yeah, now the whole idea of losing a fight for Into the Breach gets even more scary. Because, you know, you're going to get torn apart by the Ghost in the fight, and then afterwards, Excalibur's going to have another set to go for the base push.
Here we go, Chief. They go for the smoke, but Into the Breach, they have immaculate vision in this area. 2 high ground wards.
Gorg, he's going to charge him with the Blade Fury. Oh, just a little bit of a poke. First hit bash on Chessie. Chessie will turn, drop the arena down onto Ixon. They get the Hex off on a Gorg. Gorg's in trouble. He'll put the Manta. He'll put the healing ward. He's trying to get away, but the damage is done. Fake Gamer's able to take him out. Gorg goes down. Ixon also trapped over towards the cliffs. A second kill for Fake Gamer. Excalibur trying to stand his ground with the BKB and the Exorcism. He'll put the refresher blink out. Pablo's going to be caught by the second arena there from Chessie. It's 3 dead on Team Bold. As Into the Breach are able to take the team fight at this crucial time where Roshan's back up, so they'll be able to go in and finish this off for themselves.
Whew, that was so much anticipation built for that smoke. They drew the line 3 times, but it just didn't really go to plan. You know, Into the Breach in position. That entire time, Bald was trying to posture for that smoke. Terrorblade was sending illusions into the triangle, scouting out 3-4 heroes. So they knew the smoke was coming. They were in position. They had the vision. Gorg runs up, you know, quite boldly, comboed down and died. So yeah, Into the Breach just fortified the area nicely, and Team Bald unable to really get in. Like, we see the replay here, right? Often Team Bald's success come from the fact that it was, you know, DP and Pangolier kind of 1-2ing the backline with the Juggernaut able to isolate the Terrorblade, but this didn't happen this time around. Into the Breach just kind of swiped them away quite cleanly. And now they're just, yeah, with confidence. This Satanic pickup, I think, was the key game changer. We saw it in that fight as well. Yeah. DP onto the Terrorblade with BKB, but you just press the Satanic, you A-click, you're pretty healthy.
Now they're going to have that second round of the meta as well with the refresher shot earlier that Fake Gamer pops over towards the tier 4s. They'll force out the fortification. Team Bold will have everyone back up in a few seconds. See what they can do to defend and how quickly Into the Breach will back off. Already Ixon trying to wrap around for the back line. There to jump from Excalibur. He's in with the Shiva's Guard. The Cataclysm comes down. He'll burst him low. Jump forward from Radix. He's keeping them covered here with the Rolling Thunder. As Into the Breach are falling low. They've lost the 2 and the Aegis. See if they can take down the Terrorblade a second time. It looks like they're going to be able to do so. The slashes are coming in. He'll turn with the Sunder. See if Azanta can get Fake Gamer back to safety. He'll drop the Ice Wall, but Fake Gamer's getting blocked off. The pushback at the fear at the Siphons means that Fake Gamer's separated from the rest of the team. He's disarmed, taken out by a final blow there from Gorg. As that's the Terrorblade down for 2 minutes. Team Bold, they may lose 2 sets of racks, but they're able to push back into the breach.
Oh, this is actually so bad. Terrorblade bought a butterfly with the confidence of getting Aegis.
Oh,
He
it's
thought
not.
he was
Oh,
trying to
so-
end the game.
Oh, he was going to have buyback back up in 10 seconds. Yeah,
10
the
seconds.
cooldown was about to go off. So yeah, this is scary.
Team Bald should see this. Like, they should see the butterfly and be like, boys,
And-
there is no way this guy has everything.
And they've got Refresher back up on Excalibur, so he can push
They're
with a second
buybacking.
Exorcism.
I think they know it.
They know.
They've
They've done the maths. They've looked at his inventory. They knew.
They punched
There's
the
the
numbers.
refresher.
The calculator's
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
They're going to go straight for possibly the game ender.
One overextension from Into the Breach. It could.
Let's see what they could do.
Can they hold for a minute?
Without their Terrorblade, it's going to be hard. Holding back on the Exorcism at the moment. There is fortification available for Into the Breach. 50 seconds. 50 slow and painful seconds here for Into the Breach. And there's the fortification. Now I can see the jump for Jesse. He's able to get the catch on the Jug. Quick grab from the side. Pablo's able to break Gorg out of the Cataclysm combo. The second arena comes down for Jesse, but it's not enough damage to kill Gorg. There's the second Cataclysm. It won't hit. Gorg's going to be fine. He lives. Jesse pots the BKB, tries to run. They've got the setup, but the Meteor is going to be dodged there. Tana using the disruption, so Excalibur, he's more than safe. A little bit of an inadvertent save there with the disruption, as Excalibur could continue to fight. 15 seconds until Fake Gamer's back in. If they're trying to hold back Team Bold, see Pablo hiding in the trees. Ixon will lay down the Wukong's command. Pablo very, very low. J4 jumps in. A final fire blast will take out the Rubik. As Into the Breach, they will be able to hold. They'll also pick up Ixon as well. And with the attention that was drawn up towards that fight top, it does mean that the middle racks are kept safe. Into the Breach, they won't lose a second set.
Oh, what a nail-biting couple of minutes. Honestly, this is just awkward. Okay, Into the Breach, they survived. You know, they're TP dead for 2 minutes. Team Bald, of course. I think the biggest thing that they had to fight into there was the double arena, double cataclysm. Of course, only one of them connected, but it connected well enough to push the Juggernaut away from the fight to be forced out. He still has Omni Slash. He still has Swift. Like, he has his entire toolkit available. So it clearly shows that Team Bald weren't able to really enter that fight. So, you know, kudos to Into the Breach being able to take a 4v5 and win in such a way that it has allowed them to, you know, beeline it back down mid. So
I mean, they're trying to go down mid, but they don't have any creeps. Radix was able to cut the creep wave.
And also bot lane, Excalibur's already there, and Radix is already top again. So really nice creep pushing here from Team Bald, making sure that they are the ones that don't have to suddenly fight in some awkward 4v5 scenario. Just heads up, split pushing. And it's going to be about, you know, a good 30 seconds now for any creeps to get to the base, allowing Team Bald plenty of time to reset. But it looks from the posturing with a DD bot. They scouted out the DD.
Oh, all right.
Are they going to go round 2 of Just Get Me Out of this game, UK edition?
Let's see. Let's get it on now. 50 minutes into this one. So they've got the creep wave coming in on the mid. Across the river. They want to keep going with it. We're already going to have Tana TPing back. Team Bold, as soon as they see one member show on the defensive, they hit out with the smoke and they're looking to try and get a catch in the mid. But as it is, that the whole of Into the Breach backing up to their base, probably knowing that this sort of move is going to be coming from Team Bold when they start to show having to clear the waves out from the base.
Yeah, and I love these type of plays where one person TPs back and then the rest of the team smokes to that person who TP'd. Because naturally, your opponent either smokes to the 4 or they do a deep smoke wrapping around trying to pick off the one that's split pushing. So I love this little quicker, you know, high-paced play where it's, you know, offer one and then go protect them quickly. Team Bald, they kind of nearly took that bait, posturing quite aggressively into the dire jungle, but they didn't extend far enough where it allowed Into the Breach to make a play. And after all of that, as the smoke settles, we get another one from Into the Breach.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So Into the Breach. I mean, as we've seen before, they jump and team fight. It's pretty scary. But the 2 rounds of Chessie and 2 rounds of Azantic, both with their refreshers.
And a bottle DD. This is a
Oh, yeah.
Terrorblade well ready. Did Chessie actually Chessie bought him a bottle. That's Chessie's bottle.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm pretty sure I didn't see Chessie with a bottle throughout this game. So.
Oh, well, a dead Monkey King here, Ixon in the river. How are we seeing on the Roche? 50 seconds still until we know when Roche is up, so still a bit of time to hold off on that. At least Into the Breach can do is just try and get all these waves shoved in against Team Bold, maybe try and take away that final tier 2 top.
Yeah, this tier 2 is the biggest crux to Into the Breach right now. It's because every time they win a fight, they're forced into have to hit Ancient or look back towards pushing out top lane, especially because that's where they've lost their own rack, so the disadvantage comes from Radiant naturally pushing this side. So this tier 2, pretty big objective, you know, at the 52-minute mark, and they are going to take it with ease. You know, like you just mentioned, it is the Roshan could be respawning in 50 or 12 seconds, sorry. Most likely we'll wait for that, especially because, you know, DDs are expired. And what's the Roshan time going to be? Oh.
That's the longest. 2.5 minutes.
One. That's not what Into the Breach want. They need a...
yeah, they wanted it soon.
20-seconder. Yeah, they wanted something, you know... Juggernaut Illusions. Oh, yes, of course, because SD Illusions. I was like, why is his team killing God? Oh, yeah. God damn SD. Strikes again.
Hey, look at this smoke. Team Bold trying to wrap around towards the Roshan area.
Before.
Who's going to get the jump first? Gorg, he's leading the way. He's got eyes on J4. He's just going to go straight for J4 to start things off with the defensive disruption there from Tanner. Pablo jumps in with the lift up. Rajic's bouncing over. The first Cataclysm comes down. Excalibur put the BKB in the edge system, but the physical damage from Fate Game is too much. Excalibur's out. He'll buy back straight away. They want to try and deal with this Terrorblade whilst the BKB has come to an end. Rajic's staying on top of him here with the roll up. Another bounce. Gorg focusing him down, but he's been caught by the cold snap. Has Gorg got anything to remove it? He has not. Gorg goes down. Excalibur jumps in with the Thunder. This there straight away. Spear over to the side, and the Tornado follow up. Excalibur's in trouble. As Excalibur, he'll get a bit of the heal off. He is going to live. In fact, was that stolen Thunder by Pablo? He just saved Excalibur somehow, but they're going to win the team fight with that. Whew. That was some bit. What was that? That was the.
Yeah.
It was the Thunder from Pablo, right?
Tip. Yeah, look at the tip. Excalibur knows.
I mean, without that Excalibur, it's a dieback. I think the game may be over. I think Pablo just kept this game alive for Team Bold.
All right, I'm loading up the fight recap. That is yep, can confirm he did Sunder. Bam, look at that. Clean. But I mean, yeah, Pablo, he's been popping off, making some really clutch plays. And, you know, Team Bold, they have to use a lot of buybacks to be able to win this fight. So, you know, same with Into the Breach to some degree.
Yeah, they put a lot into this.
Okay, so Pablo makes a banging play, right?
Yeah.
But just look at the Terrorblade post BKB. Look how many times he's stunned, he's silenced, he's disarmed. Like, he is not able to pump out the damage. He is so far aggressively. See there, right? He was disabled, then disarmed, then stunned, then disarmed, then stunned, then still disarmed. Then he sunders. Pablo steals it.
I mean, look how low Excalibur is. Yeah. Excalibur's he's about to go out the game. He bought back for this, but Pablo coming in with the save, keeping the dream alive here for Team Bold. As Team Bold's now back up to pushing in the mid.
Just really clutch plays, like the Sunder from Pablo and keeping that Terrorblade pretty much doing, you know, 10% of the damage he could have done is exactly what they needed in that type of engagement. And don't forget, this is the second time Team Bold have tried to smoke super far behind their opponent and cut deep behind. The first time was the refresher reveal, the hexes, Gorg dies. The second time, this time, it looked pretty bad up until the point where we saw those clutch plays come out. So they're going for these risky moves. They're going for these deep smokes. It's a very volatile way of playing, and it's about to pay off. They're going to finally convert that into a Roshan.
I mean, Into the Breach is heading over, though. They're heading over. Can Team Bold take this down in time? Yeah, they got the kill. They're picking the things up, and they're not going to go for the jump into the breach. Without Chessie, sort of the front line of the fight, they don't want to take that risk. So Team Bold, they're able to get everything and get out.
All right. Trying to... Oh,
they're chasing. Close, though. Be careful. Careful. Got to get out of it. Quick smoke as well as dispelled. Ixon was still hanging around in the trees. Now hunting for him. Even used the Cataclysm to try and get the setup. But
they're still looking. Oh, so close.
Did we see Gorg gets next time? He had a lot of money. Okay, yeah, he finished with the Abyssal Blade.
Yeah.
And over on the side of Into the Breach, we also had a lot of money on the Terrorblade. We've got the Refresher Orb. And we're getting on now. It's 57 minutes in. It's getting late in this game.
60-minute items. 60-minute items. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, item-wise, we're pretty much packed out. This Ogre's investment plan over the Midas at minute 32 has finally transpired into a 57-minute hex, which is looking good. Yep, that's going to come into full play in a second. Yeah, this is everything's available. I mean, at this point in the game, both teams have so much stuff to be able to find the kill. We've harped on it so many times. It's the initiation, that jump, and Into the Breach. They've done so well at hugging these high ground wards and waiting for the fight. It's just a question, can they get Terrorblade to get the pump out the damage? Like, when he BKBs, he has to BKB to kill a hero. Right now, he's BKBing to brush off the Pangolier and then look to fight after that. And that's when Rubik comes into play, the fear from Death Prophet, the disarms from the Pangolier, the bashes from Juggernaut, the long range stun from Monkey King is stopping him from playing a clean fight. And I think the difference now, as we get to the 60-minute mark, Into the Breach, their damage comes from Cataclysm and Terrorblade. Whilst Team Board, pretty much all their heroes other than Monkey King are able to provide some type of explosiveness within the fight. So yeah, this is... I don't know. This game could last forever, mate.
I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't know if we've commented on this, but yeah, do you like that Ixon's? He's sort of become the mango salesman. He's there ready to counter the EMPs. You know, you get EMP'd, don't worry, Gorg, have a mango.
I mean, I love it. This is the type of play that when Ixon, you know, clearly pursues streaming from Team Board, he's going to get a host or two from Gorg. 9 mangoes is a host, 6 mangoes is a raid, 3 mangoes is just, you know, a Twitch Prime. So he's clearly done his, you know, Twitch maths, and he's ready. He's ready. To be fair, I love this late game, the quirkiness. Like, he's clearly, like, he's a pos 5, and he's not done the play where the game's going a bit late. I'm a Monkey King. Let me go for a Diffusal. Let me go for a Skadi. No, he has stayed true to his role, which I think you might argue you'd like to see some type of transition in these games, but why not? I'm gonna just now stare at the Monkey King and see how he uses the mangoes. I hope it's some, like,
I mean, you could get some good ones.
Play,
yeah. There we go. Tier 2 on the bottom lane. Team Bold take this out. 60 minutes is about to hit. If they want to be efficient, maybe get a little ancient stack going here. But looks like they're already TPing back. A bit of pressure was coming in up on top from a Fake Gamer and his illusions. Let's see. Are they going to get some stacks going here? They've got time. Doesn't look like it. So I just have to hope on the single round of clearing the triangle to get some of these 60-minute items. Oh, here we go. Into the territory of 60 minutes plus.
Ooh. Again, the reason why this game
all force,
even with Aegis cheese. That's all right. Okay,
that's you know, you can. That's
well, go Zoomy. Yep.
Well, and you could just get another item right. You're no longer going to have the boots in a slot. So it could be nice at this point of the game when you're getting this rich.
There's been so many backpack bots at this point, then yeah, 100%. That is just going to be a nice casual. Giant's Ring.
Oh, that's a nice one. Who wants
Probably
that?
Put it on...
Chessie?
I'm leaning Chessie, but also I can respect the tankiness needed for Fake Gamer. Also, the move speed, 50 move speed, is going to help out with the no boots.
Or Fallen Sky for Chessie, I guess, is good. Right, they're going to pass. Who's going to take the Fallen? Yeah, Chessie's going to have that.
Double initiation.
That's nice.
He's going to be so... Okay, sorry, I don't know why I went all crazy like that, but when he BKBs with the Bloodlust and the Giant's Ring, he's going to be a big boy, yeah? He's
going to be filling the whole screen.
We're going to see nothing. We're going to see more disarms than ever before. All right, please. Keep the camera locked on this boy when he presses all buttons in the fight.
Well, what we got coming out here? Mirror Shield, that's a lovely one. Oh, some lovely ones all around, really.
I do love a Pirate's Hat. I'm impartial to a 60-minute Pirate, yeah. It just makes the game feel nice. You know, you've had a terrible hour. You're probably meant to get out of the game 30 minutes ago. And then you get that nice little injection to at least have some fun at the late game.
Who's, I mean, what's Gorg taking at the moment? He's not taking any of these. Oh, Seer Stone for Pablo is very nice.
Yeah,
Pablo's already been making the plays. You give this man a Seer Stone, he's going to be doing some crazy stuff with the steals. Apex, well, that's a love. Do you want the... Oh, okay, they're going with the Mirror Shield on Fake Gamer. He's kind of got the choice here, right? Because they're all kind of good ones for a Terrorblade, right? Do you want Mirror Shield? Do you want Giant's Ring? Do you want Apex? Mirror Shield probably still is the best of the batch, though, right?
Yeah, Mirror Shield's nice just because that Juggernaut, right? It's all about the reflecting. It's all about being able to keep survivable, and you know, Rubik's popping off. I like it, but again, we could have seen a substantially large Terrorblade, but oh well.
All right, Gorg's set up for a Giant's Ring himself, so he's nice and big.
He's just not going to be as big as a Terrorblade, though. But again, size doesn't matter. He's going to use it how he wants.
He's very close to having the Swift Blink. Wait, did I imagine Apex was picked up earlier? I guess I did, because I think I've seen a third Apex drop, so...
No, there's an Apex on the third, mate. There's not a... What?
No, that's why I was confused.
There's not 15 players in this game. What are you on about?
I was talking about an Apex, and then I saw it drop for... Yeah, okay. I'm just losing it. I mean,
there's one on each team, Chief.
Yeah, but I was talking about the Apex before even the first one was picked up. Maybe I just sort of took a glimpse into the future.
I mean, you are an oracle.
All right, so both teams look quite balanced here, right? Both teams got an Apex. They both got... Oh, hang on, Pablo.
The Giants Ring.
Goodbye. Pablo's gone. Just leave him. You can't save him. Team Bolt, what do they want to do here? They're going to try and keep this fight going. Oh, okay, Gorg's bailing out. Ixon's caught in the arena. Buyback came out straight away from Pablo. And they're into the breach. They'll be careful with that one. They'll take the kill. They'll back off. And I would say Gorg's actually switching between the Apex and the Giant's Ring here, so a little bit of maximum efficiency. I mean, maybe okay. They've got Ex Machina on Radix, so he's fine.
I'm sorry, Owen.
What we got?
Just to update you, you said Ixon with the Mango Salesman. He just force fed himself.
Oh, he just spammed them on himself.
He just.
I see. So he's not giving them anyone else. These are his mangoes.
No. Yeah. There we go. He just literally just consumed 6. I was just looking at him. And all of them at one time. That guy is going to have a bellyache in this next fight. Just
that's true. As much as I do like mangoes, don't eat 6 of them. It's not good for you.
A slice-up match, yeah.
Now, what we got going on here? Oh, Excalibur wants to go for this, but the BKB and Metamorphosis is out from Fake Gamer. They're on top of a Xantic. A defensive disruption comes from Montana. Here's the ultimates on the Fake Gamer. Cataclysm coming down. They've lost Excalibur. Immediate buybacks there. Gorg, he's been hexed. He's in trouble. He needs to be saved. They force him out to the side, but the physical damage is too much. Gorg's down. Straight away, buyback from him as well. 3 buybacks coming out now from Team Ball. As Radix, he's trying to hold into the breach in position, buying time for Team Ball to get over if they want to keep this fight going. But I don't know if they'll want to. It's a big, far chase out onto the map. They won't actually be able to get back in on this after using 3 buybacks, 2 of them being the big ones. Excalibur and Gorg, they bought back for that last fight. And they didn't even get to return to the front line. And
that's because like, at this point in the game, right, you know, Dire outpost control, you're fighting on the Dire side. There aren't going to be these cheap TPs to get into the fight. So buybacks, cool, they look good on paper, but you aren't able to enter. And into the breach now, Refresher, we're talking about 60 minutes plus, they should be able to go again. These lineups, the issues were they can fight or they can't fight. There isn't an in-between. You're waiting on big cooldowns or not. And now, surely, with the fact that you have the Refresher, you have buyback advantage, into the breach might look to cross the river and take the fight to board because, again, like I just said, they have the buyback advantage. They have literally every spell. Or are they going to sit patiently and wait for that Roshan? It is going to respawn in a minute 20. You probably will wait for that just to be disciplined, just to have an Aegis, a Cheese, a Refresher, an Ags, etc.
Yeah, even though it does feel like in the state that they are now comparatively to Team Bold after that fight, that, yeah, if they just walk down the mid, go high ground, it's going to be so hard for Team Bold to defend.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think right now, Team Bold, the fact that their buybacks didn't convert into an instant post-fight to try and, you know, turn the tides, they're back into their base, Terrorblade Illusions knocking on the tier 3s. This is just going to be Bold giving away that Roshan. I'd love them to be able to smoke up and go for like a valiant effort of, let's just do one last big fight. Maybe we get them caught off guard because, again, like they have the damage if they isolate. They've done it throughout the last 66 minutes of the game. If they back down now and give away this Aegis, I fear it might be too much, you know? The fact that the buybacks are so favored into the breach. So this next 30 seconds of the game, if Team Bold can muster the confidence, get the waves pushed out, and get to Roshan, it's the most critical point, honestly.
Oh, it's going to be so spooky for them, though. Into the breach, just holding this triangle. This area making it very hard for Team Bold to move out or even get to their secret shop if they want to buy anything.
And Rubik already used the Seer Stone on the high ground. and they have no scan, so there's no way for them to like check Roshan either. So this is just going to be Roshan falling into the breach, getting the fruits of a, was it the 4th, 5th Roshan at this point?
I mean, yeah, it's getting up there. About quite a few.
It's quite a lot. Oh, J4 getting the eating the Ags back with the Aether Lens. What we got? 3 arenas. We're gonna have 2 cataclysms. We're gonna have 2 metas, 2 sunders, 2 exorcisms.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of the, if not the toughest defense that Team Bold's had to put up.
Cast, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be a million things going everywhere when into the breach, press all the buttons.
That's the easiest way to cast it. They pressed all the buttons and then go quiet, let them fight.
Job done.
All right. Break the base into the breach. It's been long enough, boys.
They're playing it very, very safe here. Despite the fact that, yeah, it really does feel like if you take everything into account, this defense feels almost impossible for Team Bold. It's going to be so hard. Only got a buyback on Magics.
And that's why he's posturing here. He wants to tank a couple key spells. Such a small Wukongs for 70 minutes.
Comes out with the meta.
A level away.
Team Bold doing their best to try and hold the Terrorblade back from the tier 4s, but the illusions are coming in. We'll see Excalibur jump in with the BKB. The ult comes in from Gorg. They're able to take down the Terrorblade the once. That's the first round. See if they can go for a second. Gorg's in on top of them. Won't get caught out by the stun himself. There's the refresher. Fake Gamer back up with the Metamorphosis and the BKB. That's going to be Excalibur taken out for 2 minutes. Gorg trying to move in with the Blade Fury, but he's got to back off now. As the Blade Fury starts to come to an end, the second arena's down. Gorg's in trouble. He's trapped. Oh, he's able to get out of time. He's actually able to get the blink off. He's actually able to break away from that. I mean, if he goes down there, it's absolutely game over. But as it is, he's able to get back in on the fight. In with the Blade Fury, but the Ancient, it's exposed. You can see Fake Gamer, he's looking to close this up. They're trying to keep this Terrorblade off the throne, but it's not going to work as this game, slowly but surely, there it is, will fall into the hands of Into the Breach. But quite the game there. 69 minutes. Nice stuff here from both teams, but unfortunately for Team Bold, they couldn't quite hold it at the end of the day. Into the Breach, they play it safe, and always that inevitable 60-plus minute push from a Terrorblade that has refreshed.